Hi there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your general angel reading for the week of May 23rd through 29th of 2022. So let's just see what your guidance, your divine guidance, wants to tell you for this week. And got a whole pile of cards just sliding out here. Okay, this is the one. All right, there. Okay, so we'll keep going here. Now that I've made a big mess of all the cards. I'm kind of glad you can't see that right now. So now we've got the second deck on the go, and this is the unicorn deck that wanted to come forward for you today. And so we'll see what messages those want to give us right now. And it'll just be a minute. Seriously. Sometimes it takes longer, and you know, the part of me that is aware of, you know, people watching and taking time and all that stuff wants that to hurry up, but you know, it's always coming out for the best, the way it should be, right? Okay, so let's see. Yeah. Okay, it's new things happening here, and old things ending. So the beginning and the ending of this reading are all about cycles, things that are, you know, have just happened and they peaked and they're finished and now they're pretty much on their way out. Maybe not quite done yet, but on their way out. And so that leaves room for the brand new thing to begin. So it's just another cycle. It doesn't feel like it could be a permanent ending, I guess, but not necessarily. It could be something you're going to come back to in the future, right? But just for now, that's finished. And so we have here, you know, the hellos and goodbyes. So that's the cycles. That's the things that are coming to an end, and the things that are then naturally able to begin because there's room for them. And there's this new project. So another card, like they're very, very similar to each other. They're saying, you know, this is what's going on, and you've got this new thing started, and it's exactly in perfect timing, and that's how we want it to go. And so, yeah, it's all, you can shape it. The timing of it maybe isn't quite within your control, but you can shape it. You can shape how you want it to go by asking. You know, so you're asking your own divine guides, your own vibratory existence, right? You're putting out there what you want. If you're not sure, so this is all wow. Okay, so we have this: ask for what you want. We have pay attention to your dreams. We have imagine. So, and we have this new project. So, what do you want? This is like, it's like maybe you haven't fully understood that you are in control of your destiny, of your future. What do you want? When somebody says to you, what do you envision for yourself in 6 months, in a year, in 5 years, in 10 years, whatever? What do you feel like? How does that strike you? Do you sit there and go, no, I know exactly what I want? Or are you going like, I don't know. How am I supposed to know that? Things haven't happened yet. Or are you somewhere in between? So the whole message of this reading, there's little bit more to it, but just a tiny bit. The whole message, though, the main thing for this whole reading is all about you creating what you want, because you have that power. And it's like part of you doesn't understand that, or doesn't recognize all that power that you have. So feel within yourself and picture life as you want it to be. How do you want it to feel every day? Like, you might not know exactly what things, busyness, you'd like to be doing. You'll know some of it, but you might not know all of it. And that can definitely evolve as time goes on. But you know how you want to feel, right? You want to feel fulfilled. You want to feel like giggling, right? You want to feel very fulfilled. You want to feel useful. Um, you want to feel like there is just beauty all around you, that everywhere your eye can see is what you prefer, right? You can create that. So start with the feeling and feel it. Like, what does that feel like? And just, right now, when I do that, I cannot take the smile from my face. It is naturally there. It feels exactly perfect. It's an unconscious thing. It's happening. And I can't stop it. I cannot make that smile go away. That's how you want to feel. So when you look around at your imagined beautiful life, feel those feelings and feel that it's almost giddy, it's that absolute feeling of joy that's just bubbling up. Makes me teary a little bit. For you, that may not be the case. Some people get goosebumps, whatever it has to be for you. But that feeling of absolute fulfillment and joy. And now look around you and see, what can you see that caused that? Like, is it blue skies? Is it a new, different type of home? Who are the people around you? Who feels good? When I mentioned people, then for me, some of the people who are currently in your life do not make you feel that kind of bubbly joy. You don't necessarily need to, cut anybody out, but you'll want to be a little cautious about who you spend more time with and who you spend less time with, right? And you have that choice. So in that way, now you're creating this beautiful life that you have the power to decide what's in your life and what's not. And you do have that power. I know it feels very much like you haven't had it. Like you feel like you've been, pushed around by life and things, and you have a certain amount. But it's been more because you don't understand that you can change that. It's been more that than anything else. Okay? Yeah, you'll get there in terms of belief and stuff. You'll get there. You'll come to believe it. You will understand. Okay? Now, the one last thing that's in this reading that is it appears at first glance to be separate from everything else, but it is intricately entwined. And this is the power to forgive. Now, whatever it is that you're looking forward to, there's something within your life, whether this is towards yourself or towards other individuals or whatever it is, that thing has been holding you back a bit, and it's time to forgive that. It's just time to forgive that. You don't need that anymore. And that has been stopping not all your progress. Things have still been happening and stuff like that. But the more you can kind of just go, you know what? I understand that I was doing my best. And I understand that about other people too. Yeah. And I can find it in me now to completely forgive myself and them for the things that we did when we didn't know any better. It's time. It's time. So, you can do cord cutting in that way. So let's just briefly go through cord cutting. I think I have a video like way back, maybe close to a year ago, about how to do cord cutting. So if you want to be scrolling all the way back, you can find that. But let's just do it quickly. So you want to be very grounded, and you want to let yourself really feel that beautiful forgiveness towards the person, whether it's yourself or somebody else or the event or whatever it is. And you ask Archangel Michael to come, and you may notice on your body a specific spot. You may not. It doesn't really matter. But there's a cord that is connecting you to that other person. There's actually two cords. In my personal experience, there's two cords. One of them has the crap in it, the negativity, the stuff that feels like it needs forgiveness. It's ugly and dark and ugh. The other one is absolutely beautiful, and it is indestructible. And that's the one that has all the positivity that has gone between you two. So when you're inviting Archangel Michael to come and cut cords, he cannot cut the good one. It just won't cut. But he can cut the garbage one. And so you invite him to come and do that. You take a lovely deep breath, a cleansing breath. And when you exhale, then Michael cuts the cord where it's been attached to you. And you take another beautiful breath in, and he cuts the cord at the other end where it's been attached to whomever or whatever. And then we invite Archangel Raphael, and another lovely breath, and he heals where that's been cut. And one more breath, and heals at the other end. Now, allow that to stay only pure love. If you notice yourself having negative feelings, thoughts about that again, just cut cords again. And maybe again. However many times it takes before you realize, okay, now I've finally actually forgiven. Okay, yeah, beautiful. All right, so let's take the daily guidance cards, and we'll ask for one last bit of wisdom and see what's the last thing they want us to know for this week. And they're being very choosy here. One more, angels. There it is. Okay. Oh, a creative project. So, with this new project, a creative project, so something that you can really unleash all your juices upon, right? Something you can make, something that's yours, that's your creation. That's how this feels. And it feels very good. Okay, well, there you go, Cancer. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you so much, and I love you. And I will see you next time.